legacy makers, welcome back to another week's episode of the Power Hour. This week we're going to talk about the difference between volunteering at a nonprofit and starting a nonprofit. The reason why I want to talk about the difference between the two is because when we're volunteering for nonprofit organizations or just anywhere, it's completely different than starting an actual nonprofit. When you're volunteering, you have no strings attached. You can go as you please. You can volunteer for the events that you want, events that you choose. Sometimes things come up, you have to cancel. You no longer can be a part of something, and there's no strings attached. But when you start a nonprofit, it's completely different. You have to make sure that you keep the upkeep of it, ensure that your board members are running smoothly. You have enough volunteers so that you can go ahead and do the events and the programming and all the amazing things that you're gonna do in the community. And it's just a different ball game. Volunteering is something that people do because they do it out of an act of kindness. They're selfless because they're taking their time to do something that they probably believe in or that they want to stand by, and they really, really love what that mission is, what that statement is, whatever is entailed within that nonprofit. So they're not getting paid, they're doing it as a volunteer, and sometimes they do it for years. Some people volunteer for a month, some people volunteer for a year, some people volunteer for years. The nonprofit, starting that business, is completely different. Again, you don't want to just wash your hands away from a nonprofit because you're tired or you're fed up or something has happened or taken place and you no longer want to keep it running. You have to make sure that you abide because many people count on you. The nonprofit that you're doing, people count on maybe seeing those volunteers on a weekly basis. Those kids count on you mentoring them on a monthly basis. Those elderly people count on you coming to the senior citizens' homes, bringing them dinners, bringing them lunches, playing bingo with them. And the homelessness population is growing so rapidly that they really count on us going out there, preparing meals for them, giving them socks, giving them blankets, just different things that they need to try to survive because they don't even have a roof over their head. So when you start a nonprofit, you're not only starting a nonprofit because self wants to start a nonprofit. There are so many people in the world that are looking up to the efforts that you're taking to help them out with the nonprofit that you have. So this is definitely a short episode for you guys this week because I just wanted you guys to make sure that you get in and understand the difference between actually volunteering at a nonprofit and starting. So when you guys sit and you think about you wanting to start your own nonprofit, make sure that you're ready for it. Understand that it's not going to be easy, but if you have a great team that can stand by you, that can uplift you, and that can bring amazing ideas to the forefront, then your nonprofit will do well. So again, you guys remember, volunteering is amazing, starting a nonprofit is amazing, but there is a difference between the two because one, there's no strings attached. You volunteer for a common cause. Although you guys do want to be dedicated and you do want to show up every time, the minute that you're done volunteering and you want to do something different, you definitely can. It's a little bit harder when you have a nonprofit and a whole community of people that count on you. So that is all I have for you for this week's episode of the Power Hour. Please make sure that you follow me on all social media platforms, visit the website, and I will see you all next week.